What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and today I am opening up the cloth and paper subscription box for November 2022. But what makes this one extra special for me is I splurged. I decided to treat myself, and I got the Penspiration and planning box. So normally I just get the planning box. I decided to get the pens this month because I really thought the teaser pen looked cool. So I got suckered in. I fell for the upsell. I liked the picture of the pen in the Penspiration box, and I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to get the whole kit and caboodle. So let's get into it. The other thing that is cool about the subscription box this month is in November, they provide their spiral planner for the upcoming year. So there is a whole planner in this box. I have some ideas for how I'm going to use it. But I'm not sure yet. So look at this. I've managed to avoid, there's the pen, you guys. I have managed to avoid spoilers. I do know I know that the planner's in here. I know that there's a clip in here, and I know what the Penspiration, like the main pen is in here, but I don't know anything else. So we're going to experience this together. Again, this is the November 2022 box from Cloth and Paper. So I've never gotten the Penspiration element of the box before. So I'm presuming this is part of the Penspiration. Yes, Penspiration board. So it looks like a color theme and then some really pretty images. And this is a really thick, you guys, we're going to figure this out together. Pen test sheet. Okay, well, we're going to use this to test the pens. And then what is this? This is also part of the Penspiration. Month of, a small little calendar, and then important dates. So I guess this is just a little journaling card to slide into your planner. I do have a newborn baby laying behind me. So if you hear some coos and a little bit of fussiness, that's what you're hearing. It's Esther's first appearance, sort of audio appearance on my channel. You guys will meet her soon enough. Okay, and then is this part of the... Okay, so this is part of the planning box. So this is also part of the planning box. So let's pull the pens out first. So this is the one that caught my eye. And then I know that it typically, yeah, it looks like this. So I guess they did it all in this nice cloth bag this month because there's a planner in it. But typically in the box, there's a little section divider at the top where it has a place for the Penspiration stuff and then a place for the freebies, and then everything in the box is down below. But it looks like this month, because there's a planner in here, there's a nice fabric bag. So we'll get into this in a moment. Let's talk about the Penspiration. The price difference between the regular like planner stationery box and then the Penspiration added to it is about $15, $15 difference. So it's $39.99 for the box. And then I think, yeah, I want to say it was like $13 to $15 to do the Penspiration, which typically is 5 to 7 pens. And price per pen is good. I mean, I don't know how much this is really interesting. Okay, tell me if this makes sense to you guys. This is the Penspiration board. Okay, does that not look kind of green tone to you? And yet these pens are like blue looking. So I'm not seeing a strong correlation between the inspiration and the pens, but you know, what do I know? Oh, I guess it's this. This is the Penspiration. And this is honestly why I upgraded the pens or added the pens this month. So let's do the sexy pen first. And let's use the pen test sheet. So this was the one teaser for the pen. Did I tell you guys the price? Yeah. $40 for the box. And then I actually contacted them and I was like, can I upgrade and do the Penspiration too? And it took my bill from like $40 to like $54, something like that. So this pen comes in a case. It's got a squishy cushion, which I thought would be very similar to the AirFit grip, which I am a big fan of. So here is the case. I wish that this was more of a clamshell because I feel like this is going to get annoying. But it is a really beautiful case, and I like that it matches this pen. This pen, for sure, though a different brand, is very similar to the Zebra Sarasa Airfit Grip pen, which is one of my absolute favorite pens. I wonder if I have two of them, I think. I just ordered another one during the cloth and paper sale because I can never find my two. But this feels very similar, and I'm glad I got it because it's in my favorite color. Green is one of my favorite, well, it is my favorite color. This tone of green I especially adore. So this is the Beoki Soft. It's a 0.7. And let's see how it writes. Of course, we've got a nice little protector on there. So this is the, you know, and it doesn't tell us. I wonder, yeah, I didn't miss it. So very interesting that the pen, unless it's in here. Hold on, let me look at the card that has what's in the box, because maybe it's got the pens. No, it doesn't have the pens on it. So we're just going to say it's the Beoki Soft 0.7. So let's see how it writes. So this is Beoki. I like to kind of try different writing styles just to see how it writes. I love a 0.7. It's so juicy. It's got a little bit of a schmear because it is a thicker tip, but I like it. I actually do like it. That feels really rich. And honestly, it feels very similar. Oh, what? Did you guys hear that? That was a very firm click. Interesting. Okay, so it's, if you're using the pen and then you forget that it's open and you're clipping it onto something, it will snap the ink back in. Okay, and it's a nice clip too. It's got a nice weight to it. I love this pen. And the Zebra Sarasa Airfit Grip pen that is very similar, I want to say it's like $5 or $6. So there's 5 or 6 of the what, $15-ish from the Penspiration. So because probably this one's so nice, there are a total of 5 pens in this box. I haven't gotten this before, but again, it's 5. You get 5 to 7 pens. Next, we have the Keiko Green. This has a really nice velvety, suede-y, soft, like rubbery feel to it. And let's see. Does it say anything about the, this is a 0.5, so we're going to say Keiko Green. This is the Keiko Green. It writes really well. Smudge test is pretty good, actually. Not bad. This is a really pretty pen. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm going to say yes on that one. Next, we have something in Japanese. This is also a 0.5. Ooh, it's a needle tip, though. This is the first needle tip. The other two were not. And I don't read Japanese, so we're just going to say, needle tip. And that's a 0.5. That feels really good. I like a needle tip. I don't know why, but something about a needle tip and a 0.5 feels just so much more precise than a 0.5 in kind of your standard pen tip. That was a 0.5. I like the way this pen feels. I wish this had a needle tip. Like if these two had a baby, I'd be like super into it. And this was the 0.7. Juicy. Oh, this is a nice pen, you guys. I really like that. Okay, this is more ink. Color gel. Ooh, is it going to be in color then? And do we have a point size? 0.38. So this is going to be very, very thin. More ink. More ink. 0.35. Yeah, I just don't like a thinner tip. I like the way it looks in my planner, the writing, but the writing experience doesn't feel good. It's so much more scratchy. But yeah, color gel, interesting. But it's definitely black. And then the last one is not going to be black, that's for certain. This is a 0.38, and it is a roller pen. I don't see a brand, but it's the kind that will tell us how much ink is left in it, which is nice. So we're just going to write, it does say Snow White on it, but I'm going to put roller pen. Roller pen. This is a no for me. This is a no thank you for me. It's scratchy, and I feel like, okay, now it's getting a little bit better. Snow White. Not the prettiest pen test I've done on here, but here you can see what those look like. This is great. I love this pen, happy to have it. These two I will use. These are just good everyday pens. So if I don't end up using these guys, is $15 worth it for these 3 pens? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. And I will have to make the decision for whether or not I want to do the Penspiration another month. Maybe this is something I just do every once in a while when I'm just feeling I'm jonesing for a new pen, you know? Maybe I do the Penspiration that month. Okay, so let's open the rest of this guy up. So here is our journaling card. I'm not going to read it because I'm going to botch it because I don't speak. I think what this is French. And then we've got, this is just a journaling card. This month we are focusing on personal implementation plans. List a few small changes you can make in your daily routine that can better support your goals and values. And then there are lines here so that you can date it. So you've got this as a journaling card, and then you can flip it over and actually use that functionally. So that's nice. I like that. But I will say in general, journaling cards are not a sell for me. I'm not going to look at this for now because I want to find out as we go. So we have sticky notes. Let's move this out of the way. Oofta. Sticky notes, undated calendar. Well, this is a very small calendar, but let's take a look. So these are on paper, generous size pad. I wonder what I would use this for when the writing is so small. You could probably use this as a habit tracker. If you did like a monthly habit tracker. If you wanted to track, I don't know, income, you could put like dollar amounts on there. I'm not sure, but here are the undated calendar sticky notes. And in looking at the box card, this is not on it, which means this is part of the Penspiration. So in going back, we got 5 pens and these undated calendar sticky notes as part of the Penspiration. For $13 to $15, I think that's a pretty good value, provided you get the sticky notes that you would actually use. So let's see. Okay, let's go back to this guy. Now, these are shape stickers. So we've got drop stickers in Angora, Sedona, and Pistachio. And I have not put away, or maybe I did already put away. I did. I already put away the stickers from last month, but they are in the same color. The shape is just different. So actually, hold on. Okay, I put away 2 of them. I think I kept Sedona out because I'm not planning to use them. So I'm going to re-gift the Sedona ones because orange isn't really my jam. But in last month's subscription box, we got the same colors, Sedona, Pistachio, and Angora, but we got them in dots in 3 different sizes. And I think there were, 5 sheets in here. This month, the same 3 colors, but in drops in the 3 different sizes. I am not a fan of Sedona, so I'm probably going to, I'm sure there are people out there that love orange, but that I am just not one of those people. So I'm going to keep these together and gift that at some point. Pistachio, I love this color. So it's 5, 1 sheet in each size, 2 full sheets with mixed sizes. I really think that this new sticky note size is so interesting. I guess they've been doing these for a while, but it's a lot larger than the original sheets that they had that had these functional stickers on it. And I have mixed feelings about the size, but I did want to let you guys know that these do fit in. If you saw my Discbound sticker storage video from a week ago, look up like Discbound sticker storage. The inserts from that Poi and Hun album that are the full size, the one pocket, they do fit these. They do fit this size. So if you're looking for a way to store these, you can store them in the Poi and Hun sticker storage albums if it's the one sheet or one slot opening. So I'm not going to open these up, but here are the sizes again. And you get 5 sheets per set, which is nice if you end up getting a color that you like. Not a fan of orange, but I will use these, and I do think that these are nice. So we have the 3 sets of stickers. And let's see what's in. Oh, they packaged everything together. So we're going to have fun here. Wonder why they didn't put the stickers in here. It's kind of interesting. Okay. So let's get these journaling cards out of the way. I wish I could get into this aesthetic. I'm slowly starting to get into the minimalist aesthetic for my half letter planner that I'm using functionally. I'm not putting in decorative like happy planner stickers in it. I'm doing the minimalist thing with that. But I'm still just like, oh, journaling cards. Why? But you know, some people love them. So this journaling card says you don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. Note to yourself. So this again would just slide in. You know what? Hold on. Here is a half letter just to show you what you would do with these. You just slide them in here like so. Note to yourself, and then you can pull it out and look at it when you want. I get it. I get the concept. If you wanted to go with like a green aesthetic this month, you know, you take them all out, change things up, then you've got your pen and it's a whole thing. But these just take up space. But I digress. Per the usual, here are the 2 journaling cards that came in the box. Action. Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. Well, that's a little scary. It's a little intense. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep playing with this stuff. I really do love playing with subscription boxes, so hope you guys don't mind. I take my sweet time. We talk about all the things. Okay, so these are the sticky notes in, I don't know if this is the color pill or the style is pill. Let me look at the tour card. Pill sticky note. Yeah. Oh, can you hear her? She's grunting. The baby's grunting. I really like these sticky notes. I really like this header, this pill-shaped header or color-shaped or pill-colored header. I think that's really cool. So you can kind of just put at the top like, let's say, you know, you put in groceries and you can write it down and throw it in your planner. Because I know I'll have sticky notes all over the place that have little things written down on it, and I have no idea the context for it. So having a little header there on the sticky note so that I can know what the context is for my little scribbles is really cool. So that is a win for me. I am happy with that item. Next, we have a cloth and paper clip in the color Fossil. They are really pushing this color, and I like it. I think this color is really beautiful. It is kind of a dirty khaki, I want to say. And I think this is leather. It is leather, a 1 inch by 2 1/4 inches leather clip. And check out how snappy it is. Oh, I got pen all over my fingers. Sorry, guys. You hear that? And then it is embossed with CP. And it's that kind of like pebbled leather. I like that, which is funny. I'm going to start collecting these clips at this point because I purchased some Oli clips recently, and then I have some clips from Jane's Agenda. I'm up to my ears in magnetic clips, so I'm going to have to figure out which ones I'm going to use in which planner, and I think it's all going to come down to aesthetic and like, you know, getting everything to match. But I like the vibes that we're doing here, you know, with these, I guess maybe more stone, like warm stone colors. You could totally deck out your planner in that kind of way. And I will say, just in case you're curious, so here's an Ollie clip. I would say that the magnet on the cloth and paper is almost as good as the Ollie clip. So if you've been eyeing the Ollie clips and you like the aesthetic of the cloth and paper, they are really starting to compete, I think, with Ollie block. So just comparing those since I happen to have that here. Okay, so next we have dashboards. I selected the half letter junior size. So when you are ordering your box, you can identify what size or style of planner you have. That way your inserts are perfectly set for your planner. So I'm doing the half letter in this style, and this dashboard says implementation. Ideas are easy, implementation is hard, and then it just repeats over and over again. Ideas are easy, implementation is hard. And the idea is that you just put this in, and then you could put like a nice vellum over it and it be a reminder to you. These are the inserts, the implementation bundle for the half letter. Let's check this out. Although I have to admit, I'm like eyeing the planner that's right here, and I just want to open that because I'm most excited about that. But let's take our sweet time. Now, because I didn't watch any unboxings, I don't know what this looks like. We're going to figure it out together. And I'm going to have to think about whether or not this is something I want to implement for 2023. So we've got instructions on basically how to develop a personal development plan. When I see this PDP, personal development plan, I think of my job where we are required to write PDPs every year. So this feels a little work for me, which I don't like. But they are saying you can use PDPs in many areas of your life. So maybe I should think about implementing it into my personal life. So it looks like there are questions to reflect on. How can I improve emotionally? Happy mindset. Am I challenging my mind? In what ways can I obtain excellent physical health? Do I communicate with others around me effectively? How do I view the environment I live in? And this is just all about, sounds like, encouraging us to create some personal development plans in specific areas: emotional, mental, physical, social, and spiritual. And let's see how this makes us do that. So this is called a personal implementation ledger. We have my big goals, goals I must accomplish first, actions to reach the goal, obstacles that can occur, support I can have, resources to goal, rewards for accomplishing, and timeline. And it looks like, and there's a space for it's open dated up at the top. So do you use one sheet per goal? I mean, this says my big goals. I don't know. Let's see how many sheets we have of this. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use the personal implementation ledger, at least as it appears like this. I will say that I like their paper, and I like this format of having 8 sections that I can basically relabel with different headers and use for weekly planning. So maybe this becomes like a task list for the week. So I have maybe stuff for YouTube, stuff for Instagram, stuff for cleaning, stuff for like maybe grocery shopping, whatever. And this can be maybe like 8 different buckets for my week. That might be a way to use this. I'm always looking at these inserts for the format that they have given us, not necessarily what's written on it, because I would say 6 times out of 10 with the cloth and paper inserts, I'm not interested in the guided stuff. But I like the paper, and I like the format of the paper. I like the columns and the lines. So I'm sorry. Sorry. But here's the implementation insert set. Now we've got a quote from Tony Robbins. If you are moving forward in your life, if you are progressing personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, you will be happy. Do we agree with that? I don't know. Oh, interesting. This is the same exact insert. So maybe it's one per month. I saw the angel in the marble and carved it until I set him free, Michelangelo. Okay, this is different. So we have what I'm guessing is 2 different months. Let's actually look at this. So this tells us what's inside. And it looks like it doesn't tell us how many weeks or months this is, but I'm presuming that this is 2 months worth of goal setting. But again, I'm probably going to use the paper as filler and recategorize these headers. But that's just me. It's just me. If you're excited about this kind of stuff, like, that's awesome. I'm not hating in any way someone that would actually use that. I just know that I won't. Okay, so let's look at this insert. 5 aspects of personal implementation. What did you learn? Okay, so this is a reflection. So I guess after you have gone through however many weeks or months with this, you come to this diagram and you fill out the different things that you learned in the different categories: emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, and social. And we have 1, 2 of those. Well, this is, yeah, I'm not going to use this, but that's okay. I didn't buy this box for the inserts this month. So not a hit for me. It's a bit of a miss. If you got the box this month and you saw these, are you going to do it? Are you going to implement these practices into your life, or are you going to just recycle them? Are you going to try to sell them? Let me know. Are you going to repurpose them? Holler at your girl and let me know. Okay, now for the star of the show, these 2 items. We have the 2023 planner and what's really cool, a page finder or bookmark for the planner. And what I did this week during the Cyber Week sale, I actually picked up a couple other items that match the, I bought a couple more accessories that match the Coil system. So I am planning to use this year, which is funny. If you have been following me since the beginning, or you've gone back to some of my older videos, 2 years ago, I got this spiral binder and I was like, or planner, and I said, no, thank you. And so I filmed a video of me trying to convert this over to a Discbound. And I did do it after lots of trials and errors, which I did show in that video. It was a bit of a hot mess. And it's an early video for me, just when I was just starting out YouTube. But if you want to see how I turned this into a disc-bound planner, I will link that very old video down below. But I will say I am not planning to do that with this, because since I've been using the Happy Planner twin loop for my memory keeping, or like my baby journal, I appreciate some elements of the twin loop. I'm not a Coil planner. I don't plan to ever be a Coil planner, but there is something about the twin loop that I appreciate. And so I am going to leave this as it is. So let's do a flip through of this. First and foremost though, here is a today bookmark. It is long and strong. This is going to cover the entire top. This whole tab is going to cover the entire top, which is an interesting choice. I've seen people do this or have these from cloth and paper in their Discbound. And I think it's an interesting style, because what if you want to have multiple top tabs, but you've got this one that's covering the whole top? I guess you could still layer them, but I just feel like this is a situation where you pretty much could only have one top tab. But that's just one thing that I have noticed about this. So here's the top tab. I'm really glad that it came with this. I just feel like they've given us a complete planner system, and I think that is a real steal of a deal. The cover has plastic on it. I can see that. I'm not going to pull the whole thing off, but here you can see This is actually glass plastic. So right now it looks like it is frosted because it has a protective sleeve on it or protective plastic. But when this gets pulled off, it will be their glass plastic. It will be completely clear, not frosted at all. For now, I'm going to leave it though, because I had lots of glare issues in my last video. I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm trying to do the Discbound thing where I pull it, but this is a very thin spiral. I hope that it is more functional and flips better than the one 2 years ago. I feel like the quality was not that great, and I want to actually be able to use this year. So I'm hoping that the spiral or the twin loop is good. Okay, so first we have 2023 on vellum. I love this aesthetic. It is a very thick vellum. I wish that they sold something like this for the Discbound planner, because I would buy that for my Discbound. So if anybody knows where I can get some vellum, really thick vellum dashboards for my monthlies and for the year for my Discbound planner, leave a comment down below. I've been searching for a long time. Okay, so we've got a nice cardstock dashboard underneath the year and the start of our planner. Very exciting. Here is our year at a glance. I love the year at a glance. It is so clean. You can use little dot markers if you want to mark up this page with important dates. Very clean. I like it. Very thick quality paper. And on the back, we have holidays and observances and conversions. This is a really interesting choice. I feel like they're just trying to fill up space. I would rather see here open lines for people to add their own holidays, their own anniversaries, birth dates, something like that. I feel like that is a better use of this section. I hope that's something that they do in the future, because they're not giving us one of those kind of open date. Well, maybe they will. Nope, they're not going to give us one of those open dated. Oh my goodness, this dog. They are not giving us open dated calendars like the front of the Happy Planner, where we can add kind of dates at a glance. And I think that's a missed opportunity here. So, oh, little criticism, sorry. Okay, so this cover for the month is a thinner paper than this first initial dashboard, just a heads up. And then we get into the monthly. I like that every month is separated with notes. So we have a note page here, and then we have a dashboard for the month. Goals section, intentions, bills due, and then a running task list down the side. I like that. I like the way that that looks. I think that is super functional. Very, very functional. And it looks like all of the January pages are going to be black up in the corner with January, and they're going to do that for all of the months, so you can kind of easily see as you move down the year where each month goes. But I might add tabs, to be honest, so I have something to pull on. So here is the monthly layout. It's a little bit small. I think I prefer the older style where it's like a full monthly layout, because I'm not sure what I'm going to put down here, but I do like it. And I like that if they're going to do holidays, I like that they're in a really, really light font so that they kind of disappear into the page. I'm not a big fan of holidays in my monthly. I'd rather have no holidays than have all of the holidays to serve everybody. Just put none and then let us put in the holidays that we want. But that's my personal opinion. Down at the bottom, we have the previous month and the upcoming months. We've got the bracketed months down in the bottom. I really like that they do that. And I like that we have room down here for writing. I just think that for me and how I think I'm going to use this planner, I'm more likely to want to write on the days of the month than have all this extra writing space around it. But who knows? And, you know, they're not going to please everybody. Everyone plans differently. And so I think they've come up with a very functional monthly layout. I love this layout. I am so glad, you guys. I'm so glad that they did a horizontal layout for the spiral planner rather than their vertical. I don't really like their vertical layout. Am I sounding super negative in this video? I'm not a big fan of their vertical layout, but I really have been enjoying the horizontal and like the Hobonichi style layout or the dashboard layout from Happy Planner. So this layout is much more my jam. We've got Monday through Friday on this side. It's open, blank boxes here, and then we just have grid on the right. And then we've got Saturday and Sunday, and then task lists or maybe due dates. I mean, whatever. Here, an open line section here, more lines. And then we have the current week highlighted in the monthly calendar. I like it. This is a win for me. Win. I would not be nearly as excited about this planner if it was the vertical. So very happy that they've done this. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, we're just going to transition from January to February with a notes page, a kind of decorative page, notes, and then the next month. So I'm into this. I am very much into this. Let's see what the dividers look like, even though this kind of style is so, I don't know, it doesn't draw me in. So I probably wouldn't even notice these dividers, but just to give you a taste of the cloth and paper aesthetic, got that one and that one. Yeah, I mean, do you guys even want to see all of these? That's making me thirsty. It's making me thirsty. All right, maybe we'll go this way. It could be a little bit easier. I do like black and white photos, but I don't know. The kind of architecture ones don't really pull me in, but I know that it's a vibe for a lot of folks. Let's see what is at the back. Here is the very end. All right, we have a passwords page, website, username, and password. No way am I taking this as an on-the-go planner and putting passwords in my planner. So this is one of the first things I'm going to change. I will remove this header and then remove these guys and relabel them and do something else with these columns. I don't know what. I have to first decide what I'm going to use this planner for, but I'm going to recategorize these. Then we have the contact list, also something I probably wouldn't use, but if I am going to use this as my on-the-go kind of catch-all in my purse or my, or maybe even at work, I don't know. If I use this for work, I won't use this contact list. But again, these are good pages. The layout and structure is good. So you could relabel these and use this for something else. Maybe goal planning or something like that. Whatever suits your fancy. Let me see if this is, yeah, we've got one more page of the contacts. And then here is the back, just a really thick cream cardstock with cloth and paper down at the bottom. And this again is covered in plastic, so you're getting that frost appearance, but it is glass plastic. Let's see what the page finder bookmark looks like popped in to today, which will be, this is the first week of the year. We'll grab the today guy and pop this in. It's so different popping things into a coil like this versus discs because everything is so narrow. But there it is. And then this is in the fossil color, so it's got kind of like a gold tone to it. I'm not sure you can see that okay. Here, I'll just push this to the side so you can see it. But I like that. And then you just open. So I will say with that large tab, you have really nice access and it's very clean. So I like that. I like it a lot. And then if I wanted to keep it super cute and sassy and clean, I can just keep it in the cloth bag, which is really nice. I like that. So fun little bonus there. I did want to give you guys a heads up that I have not decided what my planners will be for 2023. And what I'm going to do is sit down and I'm going to film this. I'm going to sit down and write down what my needs are, and then look through some different layouts and figure out and possibly decide in that video what my layout, or excuse me, what my planner stack will be for 2023. So stay tuned for that. I've really been struggling with trying to figure out what I need and what's going to work for me. And I have a lot of planners to choose from. So if you are not already subscribed and getting notifications for my channel, if you want to see my process and how to figure out what planners to use for a new year, make sure that you do that so that you guys see that process video. I've never done a video like that before, and so it should be, well, it could be interesting. It might be a little sloppy, but I think a lot of us struggle to figure out what we need, and hopefully my process will help you figure out what you need for the new year. All right, so let's do a play-by-play of everything that came in this box. So here are the pens for the Penspiration, and the Penspiration also included the calendar sticky notes. So this was the Penspiration. It added $13 to $15 onto my subscription box this month. I will let you decide if it's worth it. I think it's worth it for at least three of the pens that I know I am going to really enjoy. So here is the Penspiration. Then for the box itself, we've got the planner and the page finder, the implementation dashboard, the implementation inserts, the sticky notes, the journaling cards, which we can do all of these together, the journaling cards, and then the drop stickers. So that, my friends, is everything that was in this box. I am very happy with this box. If you didn't need another planner for 2023, then this probably would have been a bust. So in general, just every year, if you're looking at cloth and paper and you're not sure what you want to do, and you like this style of planner, I would just say every November, buy the November subscription box, because this is what, at least third year in a row where they've included a full annual spiral planner in the box for $40. So I think that's all that I have for you guys today. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot the fossil magnetic clip. Let's see what that looks like on here. You just pop it on. I mean, that's cute. That is a really cute situation. That is a really cute situation. I like it. I do like it a lot. So, sorry. We also got the fossil clip, which people are going gaga for. And I think there are some other colors available on the Cloth and Paper website as well, if you wanted to explore this. All right, friends, that is everything. Come hang out with me on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_planes. It is always a good time. And if you want to hang out with me again, I do hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.